sky and thought, wouldn't it be nice to give the moon a birthday present? But Bear didn't know when the moon's birthday was, or what to get him. So he climbed a tall tree to have a little chat with the moon. "Hello, moon!" he shouted, but the moon did not reply. "Maybe I am too far away," thought Bear, "and the moon cannot hear me." So Bear paddled across the river and hiked through the forest into the mountains. "Now I am much closer to the moon," thought Bear, and again he shouted, "Hello!" This time his own voice echoed off one of the other mountains. "Hello!" Bear got very excited. "Oh boy," he thought, "I'm talking to the moon." "Tell me," asked the bear, "when is your birthday?" "Tell me, when is your birthday?" replied the moon. "Well, it just so happens that my birthday is tomorrow," said Bear. "Well, it just so happens that my birthday is tomorrow," said the moon. "What do you want for your birthday?" asked Bear. "What do you want for your birthday?" asked the moon. Bear thought for a moment. Then he replied, "I would like a hat." "I would like a hat," said the moon. "Oh, goody," thought Bear. "Now I know what to get the moon for his birthday." "Goodbye," said Bear. "Goodbye," said the moon. When Bear got home, he shook all the money out of his piggy bank. Then he went to town. And bought the moon a beautiful hat. That night, he put the hat up in a tree where the moon could find it, and watched while the moon slowly crept up through the branches and tried on the hat. "Hooray!" yelled Bear. "It fits just right." In the morning, the hat fell out of the tree. "So the moon got me a hat too," exclaimed Bear. He tried it on, and it fitted perfectly. But just then, the wind blew Bear's hat off his head. He chased after it, but it got away. That night, Bear paddled across the river and hiked through the forest into the mountains to talk with the moon. For a long time, the moon would not speak to him. So Bear spoke first. "Hello," said Bear. "Hello," said the moon. "I lost the beautiful hat you gave me," said Bear. I lost the beautiful hat you gave me, said the Moon. That's okay. I still love you, said Bear. That's okay. I still love you, said the Moon. Happy birthday, said Bear. Happy birthday, said the Moon. Maybe you've got this picture book in your library. Have a look for it. It's called Happy Birthday Moon.
Know what, Vicky?
Yeah?
We could play the Man in the Moon game.
Oh.
You know, the Man in the Moon has lost his hat.
Oh, well, it is. It's a bit noisy for indoors.
Oh, go on, Vicky.
No,
we like
look, you'd
that
have to
game.
clear a space.
Yeah, well, we could do that, couldn't we? Clear space, yeah.
Oh, all right then.
Oh, hey.
Just so long as you find a hat, yes?
Yeah, all right, we'll find one.
Big enough to fit anyone's head.
Huge hat. Huge hat. Huge hat.
Huge hat. The first letter of both words is the same. Here's how you write it. Top to bottom, up, down and kick. 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 Top to bottom, up, down and kick.
What do you think, Vicky? Sombrero or top hat?
Oh, top hat, I think.
Ah.
For the Man in the Moon. There we are. How does that fit? Okay?
Okay.
Yes, no peeping. Right, come on, everybody in a circle. That's it now. Are you all ready to pass the hat?
Yes.
Yes? And let's see how long it takes for the Man in the Moon to find out who's got it.
The Man in the Moon has lost his hat. Some say this and some say that, but I say number 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has number 5 got it?
No, I haven't got it.
Then we'll have to try it again. Ready to pass the hat?
The Man in the Moon has lost his hat. Some say this and some say that, but I say number 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has number 9 got it?
Yes, I have got it.
Right, go on, Man in the Moon.
Come on, please.
So the Man in the Moon didn't get his hat back. Wait a minute. What's happened to the hat? Has anyone seen it?
No. Look as if someone's walked off with it, Vicky.
What's up with it?
The
Oh!
Man in the Moon has lost his hat. Some say this and some say that.
And I'll give you 3 guesses who that someone can be. Eh? Do you know who it is?
Charlie!
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye. Michael! Come get me! Tesserae! Bye! Oi! Anybody there?
If you'd like an order form for the notes that accompany this series, this is the 24-hour number to ring, 081 991 803.
Pictures. Words and pictures.
1 to be ready. 2 to be steady. 3 to be off. Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on, who's going to be the winner? Who's going to be the winner? Come on, keep going.
Hey!
Keep going.
What's all the excitement about?
Oh, it's a race. The Great Tortoise Race.
Tortoise? Well, they don't seem to be going very fast.
Oh, well, Vicky, it is a tortoise race.
Yes.
Well, they're pretending to be tortoises. That's why they're going so slowly. Keep on moving, everybody. Come on. That's it. Keep going. Come on. Keep moving.
What puzzles me, Charlie, is how do you know who the winner will be?
Oh, in a tortoise race, Vicky, last one home is the winner. Come on, keep moving. Come on.
Well, I think I could have worked that out for myself. Could you work out for yourself why it is that a tortoise does move so slowly?
Tortoise, you're walking so slowly. It certainly can't be much fun. Couldn't you go a bit faster? Surely a tortoise could run.
I'm a tired tortoise, plodding along in the sun. I've no need to hurry or worry. There isn't a race to be run. I'm a tired tortoise.
Tortoise, you're eating so slowly. Is that the best you can do? Couldn't you eat a bit faster? What takes you so long to chew?
I'm a tired tortoise, munching my way through a leaf. It takes me so long when I'm eating, 'cause tortoises haven't got teeth. I'm a tired tortoise.
Tortoise, your shell must be heavy, wearing it all the year through. Surely it must be a problem, dragging your house along too.
Oh, I'm a tired tortoise. My little house suits me well. When danger is near, it's quite useful. I pop my head into my shell. I'm a tired tortoise.
Tortoise, why are you so sleepy? Tell me the reason, please do. Snoozing in hot summer sunshine, sleeping the whole winter through.
I'm a tired tortoise. I'm often sleepy, it's true. I don't like the cold wintry weather, so I sleep till the spring, wouldn't you? I'm a tired tortoise.
I've been drawing tortoises for a game I'm making. I checked with a book first on tortoises to make sure I got the pattern on the shell more or less right. Must be tiring having such a heavy shell to carry around all day. Handy though to pop into at bedtime.
Tired tortoise.
Tired tortoise. Tired tortoise. Tired tortoise. Watch how you write that first letter. Top to bottom, then across. 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 Here's a story about a tortoise. A tortoise called Thomas. Thomas Tortoise. Thomas Tortoise woke up one morning and he decided to go for a walk. Thomas Tortoise was on his own and nothing much had happened for a long time. He had no one to play with.
I want a friend.
Said Thomas to himself.
I'm going to find one.
He popped his head out of his shell and off he went.
No rain today.
He said to himself.
It's a good time to find a friend.
Thomas moved on very slowly. He made his way to the garden gate. He went down the street and round the corner. Thomas saw a pigeon at the side of the road. The pigeon was pecking at some crumbs.
Will you be my friend?
Thomas said to the pigeon. Can you fly? Said the pigeon.
No, I can't,
Said Thomas. Then you can't be my friend, said the pigeon, and flew away. Thomas went down the street. He was looking for a friend. All at once, he heard sniffing. It was a black dog with his nose close to Thomas.
Will you be my friend?
Thomas said to the dog. Can you run? Said the dog.
No, I can't,
Said Thomas. Then you can't be my friend, said the dog, and ran off. Thomas went down the street. A cat sprang out from behind some dustbins. Thomas jumped back. Sorry, said the cat. The cat was very polite. Meow.
Will you be my friend?
Thomas said to the cat. Can you climb? Said the cat.
No, I can't,
Said Thomas. Then you can't be my friend, said the cat, and he jumped up into a tree. There was a little park at the end of the road. Thomas still kept going, but he was slowing down. At last, he reached the park and stopped at the pond for a drink. A duck swam up to him. Thomas said nothing at first.
Will you be my friend?
Thomas said to the duck.
Quack. Can you swim?
Said the duck.
No, I can't.
Said Thomas.
Quack. Then you can't be my friend.
Said the duck. And he swam away. Slowly, Thomas made his way to a bush and tucked himself out of sight.
I don't think I'm going to find a friend.
Said Thomas. Then Thomas heard something. He looked and saw a snail.
I'm lonely,
Said the snail.
I've no one to play with.
Thomas said.
I was looking for a friend. What's your name?
Thomas said to the snail.
Sally.
Said the snail.
Why don't you have anyone to play with?
Said Thomas.
They said I was too slow. I can't jump or run with my house on my back.
I carry my house as well.
Said Thomas.
Can we be friends?
Said Sally.
I'd like that.
Said Thomas.
So would I.
Said Sally.
Ooh, sounds like more excitement out there.
Keep on moving.
Shall we find out what's happening? Hey! Right, who's won? Teacher! Well done, teacher.
Yeah.
That's something you could try, a tortoise race.
Yeah.
But if you do, don't forget that in a tortoise race,
The last one has been a winner!
bye-bye! Bye-bye!
I'm a tired tortoise. I'm often sleepy, it's true. I don't like the cold wintry weather, so I sleep till the spring, wouldn't you? I'm a tired tortoise.
And if you'd like an order form for the notes that accompany this series, then please telephone 081
and pictures. Words and pictures.
Dancing here and dancing there, dancing, dancing everywhere. Keep on dancing till you hear the music, 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 music. Stop!
Oh, Gary, sorry it was you. I'm afraid you're out. Hello, have you ever played musical bumps? Well, the way we play it, you dance around until the music stops, and the last one to hit the ground is out.
Yeah. Right, ready to dance again? Who's going to be out this time? Dancing here and dancing there, dancing, dancing everywhere. Keep on dancing till you hear the music, 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 music. Stop!
Oh, dear. Sorry.
Yeah.
You were out that time.
Never mind.
You know, I think the children are going to be quite worn out by the end of that game. Oh, hello. Like you, Teddy. Nice and peaceful in here. Well, let's watch someone now doing a dance that's not quite so exhausting. Dancing dog. Dancing dog. Dirty dog. And here's how Magic Pencil writes the letter that dancing dog begin with. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. All the way round, up and down and kick. Dancing dog. Dancing dog. There's a dog in our story today. A spotted dog with a bone. He was out walking one day and unfortunately he got in the way of the glurp.
The glurp?
Ah, a good question. You may well ask.
Yeah, well, a glurp.
This is a glurp.
Glurp.
A glurp eats anything. One day, the glurp went for a walk.
If anything gets in my way, I'll eat it.
Said the glurp.
Glurp.
The glurp was going out when an ant walked by.
Glurp.
Went the glurp. Poor ant. A mouse stopped to ask which way to go.
Glurp.
Went the glurp. Poor mouse. Now, when the glurp ate something little, he grew a little bit. But when he ate something big, he grew a lot. The glurp saw a dog with a bone.
Glurp.
went the Glurp. Poor dog. Then the Glurp met a lion. The lion growled at the Glurp.
Glurp.
Went the Glurp. Poor lion. The Glurp was much bigger now, and he was feeling very ill. The things he had eaten were jumping around inside him and having a wonderful time. The Glurp walked on and met a cow. The cow went. The Glurp went. Poor cow. The cow was big and fat and slowed the Glurp down. And oh, the Glurp did feel sick.
Sick or not, I must go on walking,
He said. Just then, an elephant came by. Went the Glurp. Poor Glurp. The elephant's tusks got stuck in the Glurp's throat, and he coughed, and he coughed, and he coughed. With the Glurp's last cough, the elephant came tumbling out. Then out came the cow, the lion, the dog, the mouse, and last of all, the ant. Oh, thank you, good fellow, they said to the Glurp. We had a wonderful ride. When you are well, can we do it again? Went the Glurp. Poor Glurp.
That'll teach him not to eat everything that gets in the way.
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly.
I don't know why she swallowed a fly.
Perhaps she'll die.
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cat. Fancy that she swallowed a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. old lady who swallowed a dog. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tingled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a goat, opened her throat and swallowed a goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tingled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow. She swallowed the cow to catch the goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tingled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead. Of course. Poor old lady.
Yeah, well, it's like I always say, you shouldn't go around swallowing things.
Especially if you're a blurb, eh, Vicky?
Absolutely right, Mary. Especially.
Yeah. Look.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
And pictures. Words and pictures.
These boats are quite small, aren't they? Your dad must be on a much bigger boat, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, tell me about this one.
That's one our dad sent us from Hong Kong, of some children who live in a fishing boat.
Gosh, actually live on the boat. And what about this one?
That's a market in Hong Kong where he went shopping.
Yes. I love all the signs written in Chinese. Hello, this is Rebecca.
Hello.
And she's brought in some postcards that her dad sent her. He sends her postcards from all over the world because her dad is...
A sailor.
Hey, Vicky! Hey, know the one about the sailor who went to sea?
I don't think I do, Charlie.
Well, a sailor went to sea what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. See? Hey.
Oh, Charlie.
A sailor went to see what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. A sailor went to chop to see what he could chop. And all that he could chop was the bottom of the deep blue chop. A sailor went to see what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue. A sailor went to see what he could tow. And all that he could tow was the bottom of the deep blue tow.
This picture book's about a sailor who goes to sea. It's called Dear Daddy, because it's about a little girl called Sophie and the letters she writes to her dad while he's away from home. Sophie's dad's a sailor, and this is his ship. It carries cargo all over the world. His dad had a lot of the ship at sea, like any ship, so what? And in rough weather, He has to make sure everything's firmly tied down. The ship's often at sea for several months. And this is where Sophie's dad has all his meals with his friends. And he has a small room called a cabin where he can rest after work. When the ship arrives at a port in another country, Sophie's dad helps unload the ship's cargo. It can be hot work. At the end of the voyage, Sophie's dad says goodbye to his friends and hurries home to see Sophie, her brother Timmy, and her mum. Look, Rebecca, at the address on the letter that Sophie wrote. It's Hong Kong, where your postcards came from. I think we ought to let Rebecca read this story to us, don't you? Will you?
Dear Daddy, Dear Daddy, I think about you lots and lots. Are you all right on your ship? We all miss you. It's raining all the time at home, so Mummy brought me some red gumboots. They're brill. Mr. Green the gardener came to trim the hedge today. Timmy's got a new tooth. He's got 6 altogether now. Mummy says he'll soon be walking. I hope you're well. We think about you all the time. I had a great birthday party. All my friends came, except for Jackie, because she had chickenpox. Mummy made a chocolate cake. I had lots and lots of presents. My best one was a mask for looking underwater when we go to the sea. Started again. The garden is full of dead leaves. The teacher showed me on a big map where you're going on your ship. She said it was a very long way. I wish you were home again.
What's going on?
It's very cold and Timmy's ill. Dr. Rush came and he looked in Timmy's mouth and listened to his chest with a stethoscope. He said it's not too bad and Mummy went to buy some medicine.
Right there, that's good. Right, smile. Great. Okay, lovely, yeah.
I like the postcard you sent us. There's lots of snow here. Timmy and me made a huge snowman. Mummy says if I'm good, Father Christmas might bring me a bicycle. That would be great. from the music shop brought back the old piano today. They've mended it. Mummy's very pleased. She's going to teach me how to play it. Then, when I'm big, I'll be a pianist and go round the world, just like you. When you come home, we'll do all sorts of things together. We can go mushroom picking in the woods and fishing in the pond, just like we used to. And at night time, we'll look up at the sky, and you can tell me the story of the little prince who lives on a star.
Bye.
It's not long till summer, and I know we'll soon be all together again. I think about you every day. Please come back quickly. Love from Sophie.
Hello, Sophie.
Ah, that was a lovely story. Thank you, Rebecca. Well, if you've got a copy of this book, have a good look at it. It's very interesting because you'll find that all the pictures at the bottom of the page show you all the things Sophie wrote to her dad about. And the pictures at the top show you about a sailor's life at sea.
Six sailors.
Know how to write the first letter of six? And the first letter of sailors? Let's practice. Round and back again. 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 Now, here's a quiz. 6 things, all beginning with the same letter as 6 sailors. Yeah. A bar of
Soap.
a pair of
Socks.
a tin of
Sardines.
a pile of
Saucers.
a packet of
Seeds.
a bucket of
Sand. A sailor went to sea, shortly to see what he could see shortly, but all that he could see shortly was the bottom of the deep blue sea shortly.
Oh dear, I don't think we've got the hang of this at all.
No, you're right, Vicky. Gonna need a lot more practice.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, chop. Never mind. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Right, let's have another go.
A sailor went to Mexico to see what he could Mexico, and all that he could Mexico was the bottom of the deep blue Mexico. A sailor went to see what he could and all that he could was the bottom of the deep blue A sailor went to Brewster Night to see what he could Brewster Night, and all that he could Brewster Night was the bottom of the deep blue Brewster Night.
If you'd like a form for the notes that accompany this series, then please ring this number, 081 991
And pictures. Words and pictures.
Into the spider right up out, down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So Wincy, Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
Hello. Expect you know that song. Want to join in and sing it with us?
And if you don't know all the words, don't worry. Just join in with the actions.
Yeah.
And pretend to be Incy Wincy Spider climbing up the spout. It's your first finger and thumb just touching like that. And
Incy Wincy Spider was climbing up the spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again.
Hey, listen. Want to hear some new words I made up? Yeah. Let's go like this. Incy Wincy Spider was climbing up the trees. Down came the snow and made the spider freeze. Out came the sun and melted all the snow. So Incy Wincy Spider had another go.
oh, very good. I know. Let's try singing Charlie's new words.
Oh.
And this time, right, let's make our spider climb the tree.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And
Incy Wincy Spider was climbing up the trees. Down came the snow and made the spider freeze. Out came the sun and melted all the snow. So Incy Wincy Spider had another go.
That sounded
the spider who spun a web in the trees. But the wind began to blow. And that was the start of a great adventure. This is a spider. He spun a web in the trees. One day, the wind began to blow. The wind made the spider sway. Then the wind blew the spider away. I am up in space, he said, as he looked down. No spider has been in space like me. I am the first space spider.
We've been finding out about real spiders. Know how many legs a spider has? If you don't, here's a rhyme to help you remember. Under a web beside our gate, a spider hangs. Her legs are 8. 8. Gate. Get it? 8 rhymes with gate. Not a lot of creatures have as many as 8 legs. Anyway. Under a web beside our gate, a spider hangs. Her legs are 8. Above her flies a busy bee. 6 black and furry legs has he. A ginger cat goes leaping past. Her 4 legs carry her so fast. A bird has 2. That isn't many. As for a worm, it hasn't any.
A snake has no legs, and so does a snail. A dog has 4 legs, and so does a tortoise.
Yeah.
And so does an elephant. And a man has 2 legs.
2 legs. My turn. Ah, yes. And a duck has 2 legs. Can you put it in for me, Mark? That's it. It's a good game, this. We call it How Many Legs Domino Game. A mouse has 4 legs.
And so does a rabbit.
Good.
A girl has 2 legs, and so has a duck. An octopus has 8 legs. Anything with 8 legs, Vicky?
Yes, I've got a choice here. A crab or a spider.
Spider.
A spider. Can you put it in for me, Mark? Thank you.
Better keep an eye on that spider in case he eats that fly. That would bring the game to an end.
This is one of my very favourite picture books. The Very Busy Spider. It's special because you can feel the pictures as well as look at them. This line under my finger feels like a thin, silky thread. I wonder what's at the end of it. Can you guess? The Very Busy Spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread.
Nay! Nay!
Said the horse.
Want to go for a ride?
The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Moo, 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 said the cow.
Want to eat some grass?
The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Bleated the sheep. Want to run in the meadow? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web.
Ma! Ma! Ma!
Said the goat.
Want to jump on the rocks?
The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web.
Oink, oink, oink,
Grunted the pig.
want to
to roll in the mud?
The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web.
Woof! Woof! Woof!
Barked the dog.
Want to chase a cat?
The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Meow. 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 Cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Quack, 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 called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Crowed the rooster.
Want to catch a pesky fly?
And the spider caught the fly in her web. Just like that. Asked the owl.
Who built this beautiful web?
The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Wasn't that a lovely story? Could you try making up a story of your own, do you think? It could be about a spider. It could be about a spider in space. A space spider. It could have all sorts of adventures in space. Your space spider.
I've been reading about spiders. Really interesting it is. Yeah, mind you, some people are scared of spiders, but me, I sort of take it or leave it.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
If you'd like an order.
And pictures. Words and pictures.
A flea went a-hopping, hopping, hopping over the field where the grass is green. On his way he met a grasshopper. Won't you follow my leader with me?
Hello. Have you ever played Follow My Leader? Well, in this game, the leader is a flea,
And now he's met a grasshopper. The grasshopper can go hopping along after him.
A grasshopper went a-hopping, hopping, over the field where the grass is green. On his way he met a little frogworm. You follow my leader with me.
Now the frog can go hopping too.
A frog went a-hopping, hopping, hopping, over the field where the grass is green. On his way we heard him calling, won't you follow my leader with me?
Now we'll have to think of some more creatures that hop. Now so far we've had a flea, a grasshopper, a frog.
What about a sparrow? A sparrow goes hopping about.
Yes.
And a robin. And a blackbird. And a kangaroo. And a wallaby.
Oh, hang on a minute. I think you'd better go and write all those down, you know, otherwise you'll never remember them, will you?
Yeah, good idea. Come on, we'll make a list. Might find a few more. Where's my pencil?
Useful things lists, especially if you've got a lot of things to remember. One morning, Toad sat up in bed.
I have many things to do.
He said,
I will write them all down on a list so that I can remember them.
Toad wrote on a piece of paper,
A list of things to do today.
Then he wrote,
Wake up. I've done that.
said Toad, and he crossed out.
Wake up.
Then Toad wrote other things on the paper.
Eat breakfast. Get dressed. Go to Frog's house. Take walk with Frog. Eat lunch. Take nap. Play games with Frog. Eat supper. Go to sleep. There.
Said Toad.
Now my day is all written down.
He got out of bed and had something to eat. Then Toad crossed out.
Eat breakfast.
Toad took his clothes out of the cupboard and put them on. Then he crossed out,
Get dressed.
Toad put the list in his pocket. He opened the door and walked out into the morning. Soon Toad was at Frog's front door. He took the list from his pocket and crossed out,
Go to Frog's house.
Toad knocked at the door.
Hello.
Said Frog.
Look at my list of things to do.
Said Toad.
Oh,
Said Frog.
that is very nice.
Toad said.
My list tells me that we will go for a walk. All right,
Said Frog.
I am ready.
Frog and Toad went for a long walk. Then Toad took the list from his pocket again. He crossed out,
Take walk with Frog.
Just then, there was a strong wind. It blew the list out of Toad's hand. The list blew high up into the air.
Help!
Cried Toad.
My list is blowing away. What will I do without my list? Hurry,
Said Frog.
we will run and catch it. No,
Shouted Toad.
I cannot do that. Why not?
Asked Frog.
Because running after my list is not one of the things that I wrote on my list of things to do.
Frog ran after the list. He ran over hills. He ran over fields. But the list blew on and on. At last, Frog came back to Toad.
I am sorry,
Gasped Frog.
but I could not catch your list. Ah,
Said Toad.
I cannot remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I will just have to sit here and do nothing.
Said Toad. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. After a long time, Frog said,
Toad, it's getting dark. We should be going to sleep now. Go to sleep.
Shouted Toad.
That was the last thing on my list.
Toad wrote on the ground with a stick.
Go to sleep.
Then he crossed out.
Go to sleep. There.
Said Toad.
Now my day's all crossed out. I am glad.
Said Frog. Then Frog and Toad went to sleep. Toad was lucky to have a friend like Frog to keep him company, wasn't he? Well, here's a frog who looks in need of a friend. Frightened frog. Frightened frog.
Did you hear the funny story about the two frogs, Vicky?
Oh dear, Charlie, I don't think we've got time for another story.
I won't take a minute. You see, there were these two frogs who lived by a pond. One of the frogs saw an elephant. And went to tell his friends. The elephant was big. Is business me? The other frog wants to know. The elephant was very, very big. As big as me.
I don't think that was a very funny story, Charlie. Especially that poor frog. Anyway, I think it's time to say goodbye. Time for another game of Follow My Leader. Goodbye.
Yes, I better hop off too. Wait for me. I've decided what I'm going to be. Yeah, I want to be a king. I want to be a grasshopper. Hey, follow me.
And pictures. Words and pictures.
Feathers, feathers, chicken feathers.
Feathers, feathers, chicken feathers.
Feathers, feathers, hen feathers.
Feathers, feathers, hen feathers.
Feathers, feathers, goose feathers.
Feathers, feathers, goose feathers.
Feathers, feathers, duck feathers.
Feathers, feathers, duck feathers.
Feathers, feathers, cow feathers.
Feathers, feathers, cow feathers.
Finish up you, Vicky. Cows don't have feathers.
I was caught out there. You have to listen very carefully in this game to what Charlie's saying.
Right, yeah, well, I'll trick it, see? So, remember, if I call out the name of something that has feathers, see, you flap your wings. But if it's something that hasn't got feathers, you don't flap your wings. Right.
Oh, you're out of the game.
Yeah.
Like I am.
Come on. Anyway, right. Now, everybody ready to flap your wings like a bird and say with me, feathers, feathers, pigeon feathers.
Feathers, feathers, chicken feathers.
Feathers, feathers, peacock feathers.
Feathers, feathers, peacock feathers.
Feathers, feathers, parrot feathers.
Feathers, feathers, white feathers.
Feathers, feathers, lion feathers.
Feathers, feathers, feathers.
See, I did it.
Well, There's no feathers on this lion, are there? No. This lion's just one of the animals in the story today with the same problem. And the problem, what to do with an egg that will not break.
Ah,
Said Stork.
I will eat this egg.
He pecked at it, but it would not break. Hippopotamus rolled on it. Lion bit it. Elephant. Damn funny. Snake. Squeeze it. Zebra. Flamingo flew high in the sky with it and dropped it on the hard ground. And still it would not break. Finally, they all stood back to think. While they were thinking, the egg made a creaking sound. It wobbled, and tiny cracks appeared. Suddenly, it burst open, and out popped a grinning new crocodile, snapping his sharp white teeth. The animal took one look and fled.
I thought it was a bad egg.
Said Stork as he went. Just wait till I roam, said the little crocodile. Then he slipped into the water to join his brothers and sisters.
Give us the story, Vicky.
Oh, I'm afraid so, Charlie.
Oh, what's it called?
Called Our Head Stork. And it's about a stork who found an egg and wanted to eat it. No, Charlie.
Oh, what, not with a sharp piece like that? Must have been tough.
It was. That's what he discovered. And so did all the other animals. And there we go. Stork pecked at it, but it wouldn't break.
hippopotamus. Rode on it. Lion. Biscuit. Chimp. Biscuit. Elephant. Down on it. Snake. Zebra. Flamingo. Drop it. But still it wouldn't break.
So, who found a way to break it?
Nobody. In the end, it just popped out. See for yourself. A crocodile.
Good crocodile.
Crocodile. Crow. Crow. Croc. Crocodile. Crab. Crane. Crayon. Cracker.
Did you notice that all the things that Crow and Crocodile collected started with the same sound? Well, watch again, and this time you say the word with us. Crocodile.
Crow.
Crow.
Croc. Crocodile. Crab. two things that all start with the same sound. And the clue is something that's worn on the head.
It's a crown. You can eat these. They come in a packet. A packet of crisps. Something with a hard shell. It's not an egg. It's a crab. How about starting your own crow and crocodile collection?
Yeah, but better keep clear of real crocodiles. Remember, if you should meet a crocodile, don't take a stick and poke him. And though he wears a friendly smile, be careful not to stroke him. And if you meet a crocodile and think he's looking thinner, remember that that crocodile is ready for his dinner. Bye-bye.
We're having a lot of fun here, getting the grass to grow.
All in a wood there grew a tree, the finest tree you ever did see. And the green grass grew around, 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 and the green grass grew around. And on this tree there was a branch, the finest branch you ever did see. The branch was on the tree was in the wood, and the green grass grew around, 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 and the green grass grew around. And on this branch there was a nest, the finest nest you ever did see. The nest was on the branch was on the tree was in the wood, and the green grass grew around, 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 and the green grass grew around. And in its nest there was an egg, the finest egg you ever did see. The egg was in the nest was on the branch was on the tree was in the wood, and the green grass grew around, 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 and the green grass grew around.
Well, I think that's enough grass. Don't you? Don't take that end, Gary. That's it, and who's going to tidy up?
Well, I was not what I was supposed to. No, well, anyway, we could play a words and pictures game while we're doing it. You help us find the missing word. There. Here's a picture of a
Tree.
Now think of something green that grows all around.
Grass.
Something a bird builds in a tree. It's a
Nest.
You could find this in a nest. An
Egg.
Now there's another word hidden in this puzzle, and it's the colour of grass. It begins the same way as grass. The missing word is
Green.
There. Our tree in the wood. And isn't it the finest tree you ever did see?
Look what we left.
Oh, it's going in the tree. Is it? Oh, it's lovely. It's a nest And in the nest, an egg. Shall I put it up in the branches?
Yeah.
Right. You think a bird laid it? The egg in the story hatched out while the mother bird flew off to hunt for food. And it took the baby bird quite a while to find out who his mother was. The mother bird sat on the egg. The egg jumped. Oh, said the mother bird, my baby will be here. He will want something to eat. I must get something for my baby bird to eat, she said. I will be back. So away she went. The egg jumped. It jumped and jumped and jumped. Out came the baby bird.
Where is my mother?
He said. He looked for her. He looked up. He did not see her. He looked down. He did not see her.
I will go and look for her,
he said. So away he went. Down, out of the tree he went. Down, down, down. It was a long way down. The baby bird could not fly. He could not fly, but he could walk.
Now I will go and find my mother,
he said. He did not know what his mother looked like. He went right by her. He did not see her. He came to a kitten.
Are you my mother?
He said to him. The kitten just looked and looked. It did not say a thing. The kitten was not his mother, so he went on. Then he came to a hen.
Are you my mother?
Said to the hen. No, said hen. The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother. So the baby bird went on.
I have to find my mother,
he said.
But where? Where is she? Where could she be?
Then he came to a dog.
Are you my mother?
He said to the dog.
I am not your mother. I am a dog,
said the dog. The kitten was not his mother. The hen was not his mother. The dog was not his mother. So the baby bird went on. Now he came to a cow.
Are you my mother?
He said to the cow.
How could I be your mother?
Said the cow.
I am a cow.
The kitten and the hen were not his mother. The dog
and the cow were not his mother. Did he have a mother?
I did have a mother,
said the baby bird.
I know I did. I have to find her. I will.
Now the baby bird did not walk. He ran. The baby bird did not stop. He ran on and on. Now he looked way, way down. He saw a boat.
There she is,
said the baby bird. He called to the boat.
Here I am, Mother.
But the boat did not stop. The boat went on. He looked way, way up. He saw a big plane.
Here I am, Mother.
He called out. But the plane did not stop. The plane went on. Just then, the baby bird saw a big thing. This must be his mother.
There she is,
he said.
There is my mother.
He ran right up to it.
Mother! Mother! Here I am, Mother!
He said to the big thing. But the big thing just said,
Oh, you are not my mother,
said the baby bird.
You are a snort. I have to get out of here.
But the baby bird could not get away. The snort went up. It went way, way up. And up went the baby bird. But now, where was the snort going?
Oh! What is this snort going to do to me? Get me out of here!
Just then, the snort came to a stop.
Where am I?
Said the baby bird.
I want to go home. I want my mother.
Then something happened. The baby bird was home. Just then, the mother bird came back to the tree. Do you know who I am? She said to her baby.
Yes, I know who you are,
said the baby bird.
You are not a kitten. You are not a hen. You are not a dog. You are not a cow. You are not a boat. You are not a plane or a snort. You are a bird, and you are my mother.
Come and have a look what's happened.
Oh, what's happened? What is it, Charlie?
Look at the nest, Vicky. The egg's hatched out.
Oh, so it has. What a surprise.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful baby bird.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I like the look of the feathers.
And on this bird there was a wing, the finest wing you ever did see. The wing was on the bird was in the nest. on the tree. The tree was in the woods, and the green grass grew around, 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 and the green grass grew around.
Now on to English time with a short play to encourage discussion.
And pictures. Words and pictures.
We went shopping in the town, we went walking up and down. In the window of the shop we saw a cauliflower, a potato, spinach, yam, carrot, apple, beans, okra, callous,
Onions!
So we went inside and bought them and put them in a bag. Hello!
Yeah, we've just been off on a shopping trip.
To the greengrocers to buy vegetables.
And fruit.
Bananas.
Oranges.
Lemons. Melon. Pineapple. Strawberry. Apple. Pears. Grapes.
And kiwi fruit. So we went inside and bought them and put them in a bag. Hey, of course, some people grow their own. Imagine having a fruit tree in your garden. You wouldn't need to go shopping.
5 red apples hanging on a tree. 5 red apples I can see.
Let's give one to the girl next door. Shake it from the apple tree. And that leaves 4.
4 red apples hanging on a tree. 4 red apples I can see.
Along comes the wind and it bends that tree. Another apple tumbles down. And that leaves 3.
3 red apples hanging on a tree.
3 red apples I can see. Down to the bird from the sky so blue. Pecks away another one. And that leaves 2.
2 red apples hanging on a tree. 2 red apples
I can see. Along comes the farmer with a great big gun. Shoot an apple off the tree. And that leaves 1.
There's a very special tree in the story today from Africa. Tortoise had a dream. He dreamt of a tree which was in a secret place. Tortoise told the animals about the tree of his dream.
From its branches grow bananas, dates, coconuts, melons, millet, yams, cassava, maize, pineapples, and oranges.
The lion laughed.
It's only a dream.
He said.
No,
Said Tortoise.
it is real. I will go to Grandmother Coco. She will know where it grows. You are too slow and steady,
Said the lion.
I will go myself.
The lion went. I have heard of this tree, said Grandmother Coco. Its name
is Umumbo Rombunga. But if you want the fruit to fall, you must call out its name.
Oh, Mumbo Rumbunga,
said the lion.
how shall I find the tree?
If you remember the name, you will find the tree. If you remember the name, the fruit will fall. But don't look round on your way back, or the name will go out of your head. The lion was fierce, and he was bold. He wouldn't forget the name,
Oh, Mumbo Rumbunga.
he said. But on his way back, he looked round. Thud! He tripped over an anthill. The name went out of his head.
Rumbing, oh.
Next went the elephant,
Mind the anthill.
said the lion. The name of the tree is Umumbo Rombunga, said Grandmother Coco. And don't look round. The elephant was big, and he was strong. He wouldn't forget the name.
Oh, Mumbo Rumbunga,
he said. On his way back, he saw the anthill. But then he looked round. He trod on a thorn instead. The name went out of his head. Next went the ostrich.
mind the thorn,
said the elephant. The name of the tree is Umumbo Rombunga, said Grandmother Coco. And don't look round. The ostrich was fast, and he was speedy. He wouldn't forget the name.
Oh, Mumbo Rumbunga,
he said. He saw the anthill. He saw the thorn. But then he looked round. There was a large snake at his feet. The name went out of his head. Next went the baboon.
mind the snake,
said the ostrich. The name of the tree is Umumbo Rombunga, said Grandmother Coco. And don't look round. The baboon was clever, and he was wise. He wouldn't forget the name.
Oh, Mumbo Rumbunga,
he said. He saw the anthill. He saw the thorn. He saw the snake. But then he looked round. Swish! He was caught in a creeper. The name went out of his head. Next went the giraffe.
mind the creeper,
said the baboon. The name of the tree is Umumbo Rombunga, said Grandmother Coco. And don't look round. The giraffe was stately, and she was proud. She wouldn't forget the name. "Oh, Mumbo Rombonga," she said. She saw the anthill. She saw the thorn. She saw the snake. She saw the creeper. But then she looked round. Splat! She slipped on a patch of mud. The name went out of her head.
"Please let me go,"
said Tortoise. The animals let him go. "Mind the mud," said the giraffe. "The name of the tree is Omumbo Rombonga," said Grandmother Coco. "And don't look round." Tortoise was slow and he was steady. He wouldn't forget the name.
"Umumbo Rombonga,"
he said. He saw the anthill. He saw the thorn. He saw the snake. He saw the creeper. He saw the mud. And he didn't look round. So he saw the scorpion in his path.
"Lucky I didn't look round,"
thought Tortoise. "Have you remembered the name?" said the animals, as they saw Tortoise slowly and steadily coming.
"Look behind you,"
said Tortoise. And there was the Amumbo Rombonga tree.
"Oh, Mumbo Rombonga,"
cried Tortoise. Down showered the bananas, the dates, the coconuts, the melons, the millet, the yams, the cassava, the maize, the pineapples, and the oranges. After the animals had eaten, Tortoise said,
"Let everyone plant a seed."
The seeds grew. So now the animals have food of their own, grown from the fruits of the Amumbo Rombonga tree.
We're making a huge picture of the tree from Tortoise's dream and covering it with pineapple, melons, apples.
Oh, it's a wonderful tree. Looks delicious. You could do that too. But don't forget the name. It's the Amumbo Rombonga tree. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
One red apple hanging on.
These are white. They like to run about at night. We don't let our mice run about at night, do we? No, they stay safe and sound in their cage. But they get plenty of exercise in there. Well, mice are small creatures, but they have big appetites. And these are some of the things that they like to eat. Raw carrots, spinach, they love vegetables, fruit, rice, before it's cooked, of course. Best of all, grains of wheat.
and then bread, and even flour. Our pet mice are very lucky because they are fed twice a day. But a house mouse has to hunt for its food, and so does a wood mouse.
Vicky?
Oh, yes, Charlie?
If a mouse that lives in a wood is called a wood mouse,
Yes.
and a mouse that lives in a house is called a house mouse,
Yes.
well, what do you call a mouse that lives in a windmill?
Oh dear, I'm not sure, Charlie.
Yeah.
We'd have to think about that, wouldn't we?
A mouse lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam, a windmill with a mouse in, and he wasn't grousing, he sang every morning.
How lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam.
I saw a mouse
Where?
there on the stair,
Where on the stair?
right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clip, clippity clop on the stair.
Oh yeah.
The mouse, he was lonely, he married a wife. A windmill with mice in is hardly surprising, she sang every morning.
How lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam.
I saw a mouse
Where?
there on the stair,
Where on the stair?
right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clip, clippity clop on the stair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, come to think of it, it's not a bit surprising that mice like living in a windmill. Hey, Vicky?
Oh no, with all the grain to eat that's stored there. And when the grain has been ground into flour, you can eat the flour too.
Oh, that's a big mouse, Charlene. What's her name?
Rosie.
Oh.
And she's a rat.
Oh, Rosie Rat. Nice name. Suits her.
There was an old lady once who had a whole family of rats living in her house, but she didn't like them one bit. In fact, she did her very best to get rid of them. Once upon a time, long, long ago, a nice old lady lived in a cottage in the forest. But she had a nasty family of rats under her floor. Once upon a time, long, long ago, a nice rat family lived under the floor of a tiny cottage in the forest. But they had a nasty old lady living above them. One day, the old lady went into town to do her shopping. She went into a small pet shop.
Good riddance!
Shouted the happy rats.
Now we have our home to ourselves.
So they ran riot about the cottage. That evening, the old lady came back with a cat. A very handsome cat. A very large cat.
Dearie me,
said the rats when they saw the cat.
what a vicious-looking cat! And how very ugly!
So the old lady and her friendly pet tried to catch the horrible rats. Without any luck at all. The rats were very nimble and, with a great deal of luck, avoided the wicked old lady and her pest. At the end of a week, when the handsome cat hadn't caught a single rat, the old lady took him back to town in disgrace.
Good riddance!
Shouted the happy rats, and they celebrated with tea and buttered biscuits. That evening, the old lady came back with an old man, the town's rat catcher. He was a very pleasant old man, a very handsome old man.
Dearie me,
said the rats when they saw the rat catcher.
what a horrid old man! And how very ugly!
The old lady and the rat catcher had a nice cup of tea together and took a real liking to each other, while the unhappy rat family, without any appetite at all, looked on and hated both of them. That night, the rat catcher sat down and plotted how to get rid of the rats, while the rats put their noses together and plotted how to get rid of the rat catcher. The rat catcher went out into the barn, looking for the rats. And the largest rat went out into the barn, looking for the rat catcher. The rat catcher and the largest rat met and plotted together. Upstairs, the old lady lay asleep, dreaming about the rats and the rat catcher. In the morning, when the old lady came downstairs, there wasn't a rat to be seen. Just the nice rat catcher. While under the floor, the rats kept very, very quiet. So the nice old lady married the handsome old rat catcher. And the rats were happy, because the rat catcher had promised not to catch them if they kept quiet as mice. Here's a mouse looking for some peace and quiet.
notice that the word quiet and the word quack start the same way? If you have a dictionary, you could look up some more things that start with those two letters. And make up a story.
Hurry up, we're late for the bus.
Bye-bye. Oh.
If you'd like an order form for the notes that accompany this series, please ring this number.
And pictures. Words and pictures.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Hello! Charlie's teaching us a new song.
Yeah.
You could learn it with us. The words are ever so easy, aren't they, Charlie?
Yeah, you just sing the names of the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Everybody now? January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
August, September.
August, September.
October, November, December.
October, November, December. Everybody.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
There. I told you the words were easy, didn't I? And we've written them down in our book of the year. And here they are. The names of the months of the year. All 12 of them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And over the page, we've taken some pictures of a tree in the park. This is how it looked last summer, with all its leaves. And here it is in the autumn, when the leaves had changed colour and were starting to fall. No leaves left in this winter picture. All the branches were covered in frost. And here's the same tree in the spring, already putting on its new green leaves.
We've got a tree of our own. Well, it's a dead branch, really, so it can't grow any leaves, but we're giving it a bit of help. Better make sure the leaves don't come off when the wind blows, Ashley. Oh.
In the spring, on the trees, green leaves flutter in the breeze. Flutter, 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 flutter in the breeze. Later on, when they're brown, leaves go drifting slowly down. Flutter, 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 flutter slowly down.
Spring, summer, autumn, winter. I wonder which is your favourite season. I think I like spring best. I quite like winter, but sometimes I think it would be sensible to do what some of the animals do and sleep all through the winter months. There's a story about Frog and his friend Toad. And in the story, Frog had quite a job in persuading his friend that winter was over. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer.
Toad! Toad!
Shouted Frog.
Wake up! It is spring! Blah.
Said a voice from inside the house.
Toad! Toad!
Cried Frog.
The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up! I am not here,
said the voice. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed.
Toad? Where are you?
Called Frog.
Go away,
said the voice from a corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the bedclothes over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun.
Help!
Said Toad.
I cannot see anything. Don't be silly. What you see is the clear, warm light of spring. And it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it,
said Frog.
We will skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit here on this front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog,
said Toad.
I will be too tired. I am going back to bed.
Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed. He pulled the bedclothes over his head.
But Toad, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog. How long have I been asleep? You have been asleep since November,
said Frog.
Well then,
said Toad.
A little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up at about 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. But Toad,
said Frog.
I will be lonely until then.
Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page. He tore off the January page. He tore off the February page. And the March page. Frog came to the April page. He tore off the April page. Then he ran back to Toad's bed.
Toad! Toad! Wake up! It is May now. What?
Said Toad.
Can it be May so soon? Yes,
said Frog.
Look at your calendar.
Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top.
Why, it is May,
said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring.
You know, Vicky, I don't mind the winter. At least you know it's going to be cold. Now, in the summer, it's supposed to be warm and sunny. Yeah, but I ask you, how often do we get a really good summer?
Oh, you've got something there, Charlie.
In autumn we have frost. In winter the snow may fall. The weather in spring's a terrible thing, but summer's the worst of all.
In autumn we have frost. In winter the snow may fall. The weather in spring's a terrible thing, but summer's the worst of all.
I don't know. I've got a feeling we're going to be lucky with the weather this year. Anyway, we're getting our tree ready for a really good summer, aren't we?
If I were a tree, I'd want to see a bird with a song on a branch of me. I'd want a quick little squirrel to run up and down and around for fun. I'd want the cubs of a fox to call, a fallow deer big and a nuthatch small. I'd want a spider out of sight among my leaves to spin at night. And down by my roots I'd want a mouse little mouseling in her house.
Where's your little mouse going, Kevin?
I think I'll put him down here by the roots.
That's a good place. She can make a little house there, like the mouse in the poem. We've been thinking of all the creatures who might like to make their home in a tree. Or use it to shelter from the wind and the rain.
Or even the hot sun, Vicky, if we really are going to have a good summer this year.
Oh, I hope so, Charlie. Yeah. And then we can have picnics in the shade of the tree. Nice, isn't it? Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
If you'd like an order form...
Let's put all the books away. That didn't take long. Anything else we can help with? Yeah?
Well, as Mr. Brierley isn't coming in today, the plants will need watering.
Yeah?
And, I was going to ask him to sweep up the leaves.
Oh, well, don't worry, we can do that. Just leave it to us.
Good. Aren't I lucky to have so many helpers?
Dickies the children, this is a Tuesday, up with the bright sun, get all the work done. If you will help me water the garden, sweep all the leaves away. All tidied up in the garden, Vicky, and the children have watered the plants.
Oh, they have worked hard.
Yeah.
I think maybe a rest. And, perhaps a story would be a good idea?
Oh.
You could ask someone to choose one, Charlie.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
and you might need to put some chairs out.
Yeah, right, cheers. Dickies the children, this is a Wednesday, up with the bright sun, get all the work done. If you will help me put all the chairs out, you choose a book today.
Which book have you chosen, Stephen?
Yeah.
This one. Oh, let me see. One Cold Wet Night.
Oh, don't sound very cheerful.
No. Shall we find out what happened? One cold, wet night. One cold, wet night. The farmer got out of bed and went outside. Then the horse jumped into the bed and said, I'm going to be warm tonight. The cow jumped into the bed and said, I'm going to be warm tonight. The sheep jumped into the bed and said, I'm going to be warm tonight. The dog jumped into the bed and said, I'm going to be warm tonight. A giant grasshopper jumped into the bed. The farmer came back. Get out of my bed, he yelled. The horse ran out. Diddle-dee-doo. The cow ran out.
Skiddle-dee-doo. The sheep ran out. Skiddle-dee-doo. The dog ran out. Skiddle-dee-doo. But the giant grasshopper stayed in the bed. And the farmer said, "Ooh, I'll sleep on the sofa tonight."
Well, I hope he had a good night's sleep after all.
I didn't get much sleep last night, Vicky.
Oh, what was that, Charlie?
Well, it was like this. There was a fox in a box in my little bed, my little bed, my little bed. There was a fox in a box in my little bed, and there wasn't much room for me. There was a rat in a hat in my little bed, my little bed, my little bed. There was a rat in a hat in my little bed, and there wasn't much room for me. There was a snake in a cake in my little bed, my little bed, my little bed. There was a snake in a cake in my little bed, and there wasn't any room for me.
Do you remember the story about Frog and his friend Toad? When Toad stayed in bed for months and slept all through the winter. Well, in this story, Frog is still trying to persuade Toad that it's not a good idea to lie in bed all day.
Toad woke up.
Drat.
He said,
This house is a mess. I have so much work to do.
Frog looked through the window.
Toad, you are right.
Said Frog.
It is a mess.
Toad pulled the bedclothes over his head.
I will do it tomorrow,
said Toad.
Today, I will take life easy.
Frog came into the house.
Toad,
said Frog.
Your trousers and jacket are lying on the floor. Tomorrow,
said Toad from under the covers.
Your kitchen sink is filled with dirty dishes,
said Frog.
Tomorrow,
said Toad.
There is dust on your chairs. Tomorrow,
said Toad.
Your windows need cleaning,
said Frog.
Your plants need watering. Tomorrow,
said Toad.
I will do it tomorrow.
Toad sat on the edge of his bed.
Blah,
said Toad.
I feel down in the dumps. Why?
Asked Frog.
I am thinking about tomorrow,
said Toad.
I'm thinking about all of the many things that I will have to do. Yes,
said Frog.
tomorrow will be a very hard day for you. Frog,
said Toad.
if I pick up my trousers and jacket now, then I will not to pick them up tomorrow, will I? No,
said Frog.
you will not have to.
Toad picked up Toad. He looked in the cupboard. Frog, said Toad.
If I wash my dishes now, then I will not have to wash them tomorrow, will I? No,
said Frog.
you will not have to.
Toad washed in the cupboard.
Frog,
said Toad.
if I dust my chairs and clean my windows and water my plants now, then I will not have to do it tomorrow, will I? No,
said Frog.
you will not have to do any of it.
Toad dusted his chairs. He cleaned his windows.
There,
said Toad.
now I feel better. I'm not in the dumps anymore. Why?
asked Frog.
Because I have done all that work.
Said Toad.
Now I can save tomorrow for something that I really want to do. What is that?
asked Frog.
Tomorrow
Said Toad.
I can just take life easy.
Toad went back to bed. He pulled the covers over his head. And fell fast asleep.
Johnny,
Yes?
did Vicky say we have to do any more work tomorrow?
What? After all today's hard work? No. She said we ought to take it easy for the rest of the week. Vicky says, children, this is a Sunday. Up with the bright sun, all of our work's done.
Why don't we all go off for a picnic? We'll have a holiday. Goodbye! Bye!
She's either agree or be able to carry that out.
I think the main problem are countries such as China and India, which have a very large CFC manufacturing capacity. They have a very large population for whom they wish to provide fridges. Fridges use CFCs as the coolant, and unless they can be persuaded to join in on this agreement, then everything that the developed nations do will really come to nothing.
As far as the environment is concerned, the law represents at best our good intentions. Is a determination there to put good intentions into practice.
Now on BBC Two, the tale of a boastful bull in Words and Pictures.
Words and pictures. Words and pictures.
Can you do what I do, I do, I do? Can you do what I do, just like me? I can blink, blink, blink.
I can blink, blink, blink.
I can wink, wink, wink.
I can wink, wink, wink.
I can twitch my nose.
I can twitch my nose.
I can wriggle my toes.
I can wriggle my toes.
What's going on? Is it a toe wiggling competition?
No, Vicky. We're playing a singing game, you know. Can you do what I do, I do, I do?
Oh, yes, I remember. Can you do what I do, just like me? You join in and sing too this time, yeah? I can scratch my nose.
I can scratch my nose.
I can touch my toes.
I can touch my toes.
I can hop, hop, hop.
I can hop, hop, hop.
Till it's time to stop.
Till it's time to stop.
Oh, time to stop and have a story. An animal story. The animal in this story was a great big bull. He was very strong, but very boastful. Anything you can do, I can do better, he used to boast to all the other animals. Let's see if he could. One day, Bull was feeling very, very pleased with himself. At the edge of the plain, Bull met Elephant. He kicked his hooves in the air and shouted,
I am the challenging bull of the plain, the bull of great strength and remarkable brain. On land which is dry, and on sea which is wetter. Anything you can do, I can do better. I challenge you.
Elephant said,
What is your challenge? I challenge you to stand on your head,
said Bull. Elephant knelt on his big front knees with his back legs stiff and his tail in the air. He waggled and jiggled until he was tired, but he couldn't stand on his head. Bull began to laugh. He laughed until he was out of breath. Elephant said,
Show me how you stand on your head, Bull.
Bull said,
Yesterday I could have shown you. Tomorrow perhaps I could show you. But today it just so happens my head is aching. How can I stand on my head when it aches?
Bull tossed his horns in the air and away he went. At the edge of the jungle, Bull met Goat. He flicked his tail in the air and shouted,
I am the challenging bull of the plain, the bull of great strength and remarkable brain. On land which is dry, and on sea which is wetter. Anything you can do, I can do better. I challenge you.
Goat said, What is your challenge?
I challenge you to climb up that creeper rope,
said Bull. Goat jumped at the creeper rope, held it with his hooves, and snap! The creeper rope tangled itself around his horns. Bull began to laugh.
He laughed until it made him ache.
Show me how you climb a creeper,
Goat said. Bull said,
Oh, well, yesterday I could have shown you. Tomorrow, perhaps, I could show you. But today it just so happens my hooves are slippery. How can I hold with my hooves when they're slippery?
Bull tossed his horns and away he went. At the edge of the swamp, Bull met Rhinoceros. He lifted his head in the air and shouted,
I am the challenging bull of the plain, the bull of great strength and remarkable brain, on land which is dry and on sea which is wetter. Anything you can do, I can do better. I challenge you.
Rhinoceros said.
What is your challenge?
I challenge you to hop on 3 legs,
said Bull. Rhinoceros bent his left front leg beneath him. He tried to hop, but he wobbled, and whoops! Rhinoceros fell with a splash into the muddy swamp. Bull began to laugh. He laughed until it hurt his ribs. Rhinoceros rose from the swamp and said,
Show me how you hop on your 3 legs.
Bull said,
Oh, well, yesterday I could have shown you. Tomorrow perhaps I could show you. But today it just so happens my legs hurt. How can I hop on 3 legs when they hurt?
Bull tossed his horns in the air, and away he went. He went to the top of a hill, but he didn't see anyone. There was no one to challenge.
They have all run away. They're afraid that the great bull of the plain will challenge them.
Out of a hole popped Little Rat.
You can challenge me if you like,
he said. Bull began to laugh.
You? You are only as big as my ear. You couldn't stand on your head?
It just so happens I can,
said Rat, and with a flick of his tail, he stood on his head.
Oh, well,
said Bull.
It's easy enough if your head doesn't ache. You couldn't climb a creeper rope.
It just so happens I can,
said Rat, and he ran to a creeper that hung from a branch and climbed to the top.
Oh, well,
said Bull.
It's easy enough if your paws aren't slippery. You couldn't hop on 3 legs.
It just so happens I can,
said Rat, and he bent his left front leg beneath him and bounced up and down like a rubber ball.
Oh, well,
said Bull.
It's easy enough if your legs don't hurt, but you couldn't...
What? said Rat. Bull wasn't laughing now. Bull was trying to think. He looked down the hill and saw a tall tree.
You couldn't knock down that tree.
Little Rat sighed and said,
It's a very big tree for a very small rat to knock down. But you are a big bull. Why don't you try?
Bull couldn't think of an excuse, so he tossed his horns in the air and charged down the hill. Crash! The tree didn't even shiver. Bull came back to the top of the hill. He said,
Of course, that was only the first hit to loosen the roots.
Then, with a flick of his tail, Bull ran down the hill again, straight at the tree trunk. Crash! Some dead twigs came falling down. Bull came slowly back to the top of the hill. He said,
Of course, that's only the second hit to weaken the trunk.
Then he made a wobbly run down the hillside. Crash! A leaf floated gently down to the ground. Bull staggered back to the top of the hill. He said,
Oh dear, I feel dreadful. I really feel dreadful.
Then he fell down on the grass and closed his eyes. Rat went quietly down the hill. Nibble, nibble, nibble. His teeth went nibble, 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 while the challenging bull lay fast asleep in the sun. Rat's little teeth went on eating through the tree trunk. Nibble, nibble, nibble. And still the challenging bull lay fast asleep. Nibble, nibble, nibble. The tree creaked. Nibble, nibble, nibble. The tree swayed. Then it fell. Nobody spoke. Nobody moved. Then the leaves of the fallen tree rustled, and its twigs began to snap. Something was underneath it. Up through the branches came the face of the challenging bull, dusty and dirty and very surprised. He looked around and saw the jagged stump where the tree had stood. Rat was bouncing up and down singing to himself. Bull said I could and Rat said I will. Rat went quietly down the hill. Nibble, 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 down fell the tree. But where is Bull? Where can he be? Elephant, goat and rhinoceros came to see what had happened. They saw Bull's face sticking up out of the tree. They laughed and laughed, but Bull did not laugh. He didn't think it was funny. Poor Bull. You can't help feeling sorry for him. But he did laugh at all the other animals, didn't he, when he thought they looked silly? Do you remember what they tried to do which made him laugh? Elephant tried to stand on his head. Goat tried to climb the rope. Rhinoceros tried to hop on 3 legs. So Rat could do all those things. He could even bring down
Maybe what Charlie's doing.
Can you do what I do, I do, I do? Can you do what I do, just like me?
Oh, no thanks, Charlie. We don't even want to try. It's far too dangerous. Have you got some other ideas, Annabelle?
Yes, Vicky. You should see what we can do.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I can bounce the ball. I can bounce the ball. Up against the wall. Up against the wall. I can wave my hand. I can wave my hand. I can do handstand. I can do handstand.
If you'd like an order form,
Pictures. Words and pictures.
To build up a great big wall. With a brick on a brick and a brick on a brick, you can make it ever so tall.
us to build a great big wall.